Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you my finds of the day. Now as you can see here, it's mostly CFLs, except for this one incandescent right here. I also have a interesting area light, which I already have one of, but I got another one, and that's off screen right now because it's big. Anyway, we're going to start with these CFLs here. Now, I got these at the Restore for 50 cents a piece, you can say. They were basically bundled two together in a Ziploc bag, and for 98 cents. Now, the reason that I got these CFLs is many of them are older ones, as you can see, although there's a couple newer ones here. Now, those were bundled with, maybe this one was bundled with an older one, and the older one is the one that I cared most about, because I have some memories tied to some of these. So anyway, we have a nice little mixture of some newer style ones, and some nice older style ones, along with this very cool incandescent, and the GE preheat PL adapter, and the area light, which is off screen right now. So anyway, let's get started up here in the corner. We have an Aerotech. The camera wants to do absolutely anything today. It better focus, is what it's going to do. There it goes. See, this one is 25 watts, 5000 K, so it probably equals a 100 watt bulb. Next to that we have a nice old GE Biax bulb, but this one is 28 watts, so this one equaled a 100 watt bulb, as I remember. Next to that, we have another GE Biax, but this one is a three-way. The max wattage is 29, so it's basically this bulb, the same thing as you can see here, but instead it's a three-way. You can see the very common resemblances between the two, except for the bases, of course. So this one's a three-way, and this is an early three-way CFL as well, being that the wattages are not in order. You have low, high, and medium. The early three-way CFLs were like that. Next to that, we have a really old Lights of America CFL. This one is 25 watts, so it probably equaled a 100 watt bulb. This was one of my first CFLs I ever had, and unfortunately it got broken moving it around and stuff, so I've always been looking for another one, and I finally found one. Interestingly enough, they had different generations of this bulb. I believe this is one of the first. I could be wrong, though. I believe this is the second, although this could be the first, just because of see how uneven the spiral is? So you can kind of see some of the resemblances between the two. This one could be the first, this could be the second revision. I don't really know. This one is also 25 watts, so it equals a 100 watt bulb. And then here we have a newer version. This is Lights of America as well. This one is also 25 watt. So you can see between these three, some differences between the three of them, although they're all the same thing. Quite interesting. Next to that we have some PL adapters here. These bulbs simply pop out of these bases. You can just pop another one in when the bulb dies. This one is an 18 watt adapter. As you can see, bottom here, 18 watts. Very nice. And it snaps right back in there. And this one next to it is a 27 watt adapter. Same thing, the bulb comes out, although this bulb has a different base on it. And I don't want to try too hard to get it out because sometimes the bulb separates from its base. So anyway, the bottom doesn't have the same pins as that one, but it's very similar. We'll move on down here. This is a big Sylvania 40 watt bulb. My guess is it equals a 150 watt or a 200 watt incandescent. Very interesting construction. Next to that we have a common. This was really common. It's a regular GE 26 watt, 100 watt equivalent bulb. Although it looks like somebody wrote a date on the bottom here of when it was installed. It says 5-year, if that's right, Sam's. I don't know, it was used. I'm guessing it still works because they test all these things before they put them out. Next we have this nice old, this is a Sylvania, 23 watt. This one then would equal a 100 watt bulb. Next we have 3 of these little guys. This is an Osram, the other 2 are Sylvanias. Both are the same exact thing though. Made in the USA. This is 11 watt, they're all 11 watts. These replaced a 40 watt incandescent bulb. I used to have one of these bulbs, but I broke a corner off of it, and thus there's a video on my channel of me disassembling one of these bulbs. It's somewhere, it's on the channel. These 2 are the exact same thing, although with the Sylvania branding instead of Osram. They're the same company though. This is 7 watts, I guess I never noticed that. 7 watts, 7 watts. They do both equal 40 watt though. Yeah, 7 watt, 11 watt. Interesting. Down here we have an IKEA bulb. I always liked these IKEA bulbs because of the design. Just really unique. Very similar to a Philips. Just a very cool and unique design. You can see here they have it curved to put the gases into the bulb. Then here they just have a standard flat one where they weld the 2 together. Very unique. Now down here is what I think is the coolest find. This is a old GE mushroom lamp. These were designed to go on base up position in a lamp on the ceiling that it has an exposed bulb. So you have some light comes out of the bottom here. Then you have diffused light here. And most of the light gets reflected up and hits the ceiling and then bounces back down, making it a better feel of light. It's not so direct, not so harsh. Very interesting bulbs. This is a yellow one. There's also, I think, some pink and green ones too. But very cool. It's hardly been used too. All these things will have their own video as well. Finally, we have a GE 7 watt PL adapter. Now all the ones that I have are only 9 watt adapters, for the boxes anyway. The adapters themselves can do 5, 7, or 9 watt bulbs. And one type, I think it's a typo, this should say 7, but they could be correct because there is ballast loss. So that could be calculating in the ballast loss, or if you were to replace it with a 9 watt bulb. So it could be correct, but it's just kind of odd. Whole bunch of information's on the side and stuff. Let's go ahead and take it out. It's brand new. There it is. 7 watt. Very nice. If the camera will decide to do absolutely anything today, there it goes. And it should say made in the USA there. Yep, there it is. Made in the USA. Very good. Let's go ahead and put it back in the box here. And then take a look at our last item. It doesn't go in all the way. I'll fix that later. Okay, so our last item is this Regent security light. I bumped the whole tripod, sorry for that. This is really big. It's not going to fit in the camera very well at all. I already have one of these. I already have a video up of one of them. Although this one is not missing the grate, as you can see here. It has the protective grill, and it does have the original bulb, and there's something interesting about that bulb. It has Philips branding on it, although it's not really a Philips bulb. It does say OEM on it, so it's the original bulb. It also has the reflector in the back there. It has its original cap here, too. It was missing its bottom here, but that's no big deal, as I just mount it directly to an arm, as I think that looks better anyway. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of my finds of the day. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.